that metal interview.
From the great country of Greece hails SEPTICFLESH. Our next guest is a part and the director for SEPTICFLESH. Christos Antoniou is of SEPTICFLESH. Isn't that metal right there, man? So these guys are promoting their latest album, Modern Primitive, out now on Nuclear Blast Records. It's been out since May 20th. You guys can order it. You guys can stream it. You guys can support these guys, man. Support all rock metal, like I always tell you guys. So we have Christos Antoniou, a musical genius, as I called him in the interview, as you will see. And he says he's not a musical genius, but I know he is. One reason, this guy writes score. He studied music. He writes score. What I mean by score is he writes all the parts to the horn sections. Let's say violins, trombones, French horns, tubas, etc. Our good friends, music directors in schools will understand this. This guy not only has knowledge of writing score, writing music for symphonies, he also has the awesome talent of playing with a death metal band, or maybe I should say an extreme death metal band like SEPTICFLESH. Isn't that metal, man? So anyways, let us listen to the latest and the newest single and video for SEPTICFLESH by the name of Neuromancer. We'll be right back. Enjoy. from the album Modern Primitive, out now. You guys can stream it, buy it, download it, however you prefer to support Septic Flesh. Do it now and support them, okay? So Neuromancer, right there for you guys. A badass song and video. Nuclear Blast Records. And as I told you guys, we have Christos Antoniou, and they recorded a live album with a symphony in Mexico City. And isn't that badass, man? And not only that, this guy wrote all the score, all the music, and all the paperwork for the symphony. The live album is called Infernus Sinfonica XIX, meaning 19, I believe, right? In Roman numerals. So I could be wrong there, so correct me. Mexico City, that's the live album. So anyways, let's go with the interview. Let's check out Mr. Christos Antoniou, our chat about Septic Flesh and their new album, Modern Primitive. Enjoy. New album, Modern Primitive, dropping May 20th, Nuclear Blast Records. Can you talk to us about this new record?
Yes, it's our 12th studio album. We are in our best moment. We feel more mature. We learn from my mistakes. We tried to make something that has a unique color and identity, and we are really pleased with the result. We focus a lot. We experiment a lot. We use as an advantage the time from pandemic to work on the new material and new label, new album, and we are really excited about the results.
How does it feel this time around, being the 12th album? How is it different than Codex Omega?
Well, for Septic Flesh, always is a challenge. Every album, Yeah. We had the fear that works in favor of us, the fear that you don't repeat yourself. And we work a lot, we experiment a lot, we research a lot, we make a lot of discussions with the band of which path we will follow, and we always aim for something that will be fresh, and this is the most important tool for an artist, to have the vision and to know where to continue and develop his sound and not stay on the same point.
Exactly, that's very important. Would you consider yourself to be, are you the band director? I know you have we'll talk about your degree right now. Are you the band director? Are you the one that calls the shots as far as what the arrangements? Let's do this riff here. Let's not do this arrangement here. Let's start the song like this.
Well, it's a teamwork. And we are three main composers, me, my brother, and Sotiris. And I will give to the guys my orchestral template, and they will add on top of my orchestral demos their metal part, or they will give me their metal part and I will add my orchestral ideas. It's how we work all these years. It's a very demanding teamwork, and it's good that we are three people, and not one.
How does it feel having your brother on stage with you and a part of this whole Septic Flesh and the whole history and story of the band? It must be a very nice feeling to have your brother on stage with you, huh?
It's a stormy relationship for sure. It's like a storm in the band. But, we are brothers at the end of the day, same blood. But we have so many fights, it's unbelievable. That so many years people stand our fights. But it's something that it happens to all the bands, and it's good. Maybe the fights make our inspiration better,
Yeah, whatever's going on, it sounds good on stage.
Yes, correct.
So I saw the videos for Neuromancer and Hierophant. Badass music. Congrats on that. Who directs these videos? These are badass ideas, badass visuals.
Well, the director that we trust since Prometheus, since the first clip that we made with him, he had discussions with Sotiris, who is in charge for the lyrics, and my brother, who is in charge for the visualized aspect of SEPTICFLESH. They had many discussions on how they will present their ideas to a video clip. And John, our director, he made a lot of research, and he made an amazing work under very, very difficult conditions, because during that time where we had heating, we had like 44 degrees, Celsius, it was really hot. Yeah. And on top of that, we had also the fires in Athens, but he managed to overpass all these obstacles, and he made two amazing videos, We are really proud about the result. He managed to get the proper point, the proper idea, the proper message for Hierophantis and Neuromancer.
Awesome work. I read you have a master's in concert music. Why did you decide to go this path of learning more music? I understand that, of course. I play guitar, and it's always good to learn more, of course, right?
Yes, knowledge is a power, And when I was young, after I started to play guitar, I started to listen then to classical music. And when I listened to Igor Stravinsky's Rite of Spring, this work made me to say I want to be a composer, And I was always fan of the orchestras, of the classical composers, and I said to my family, I'm going in England to study music, and helped me in many areas, and knowledge is the most important thing in order to make you stronger. And we use in the band my knowledge for the orchestra to have this weapon,
Yeah.
And it's important to have the academic studies to present your ideas in the orchestra, because you can write music, you can do a lot of stuff, but you need academic studies to orchestrate and things like that.
It must be difficult, yeah. When I was in high school, I'm in Texas here in the U.S. When I was in high school, I played baritone, so I know a little bit about reading bass clef and just basic stuff, school stuff. But was it difficult writing the score for the live album, Infernus Sinfonica? How hard was that? Because you got to assign parts for clarinets, you got to assign parts for different instruments, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's for an orchestra, but I have made the orchestration when I record the music with Prague. I made some additional orchestration on songs like Persepolis and Anubis. I have this chance now to orchestrate for these two songs, but it's something that I have studied, it's natural, it's something that I really love to do, It's about to find the proper balance between the instruments and to share them in the proper way, but it's how it is. For some people it might sound difficult, but for me it's something that comes natural in a way.
Wow, you're a genius. That's the only thing I can think of. You're a musical genius. That's what it is.
I don't think I'm a musical genius, but because there are many people that they can do this,
Yeah. Another thing is liking orchestration and symphony, and one thing is liking that. Another thing is liking metal and combining symphony and metal. That's very unique. There's a lot of bands out there, but that's unique right there.
Yes, because for us the orchestra it's like sometimes the main template of the compositional work, and we don't use the orchestra as an additional instrument or something like an accompaniment. It's something that it is in the backbone of the song. You know, it's part of the music, and it's something that happens because I know how the orchestra works, which instrument will be ideal for these melodies and this kind of stuff, you know.
What's your opinion on Metallica's symphony albums? They have 2 of them already. What would you do different there?
You mean the first one with Michael Kamen?
Yeah, that one, and they have a new one too, with a different director, of course.
Well, I listened only the first one. I will listen actually the second. But Michael Kamen's work, amazing composer, genius.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of what he did, you know, because I think he could use the orchestra in more commercial way and more dark way.
Yeah.
It's my opinion, you know. But again, you know, he was, because he's dead. He was an amazing composer, a genius, you know. But I will follow something different in a way.
Yeah, well, you do a great job. I like the arrangements you do with Septic Flesh, of course. Awesome stuff. You got a unique way of arranging and composing. That's awesome. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Why did you choose to record the live symphony album in Mexico City? Why not in Argentina or in Greece or anywhere Europe, US?
Yes, because it was the only serious offer that we had. And so that the promoter believed at the project, and also, actually he was musician also, he was part of the choir.
Okay.
And it was very easy for me to have many discussions with the conductor and him in order to resolve any issues. But after Mexico, we have even more offers. We shall see, you know, but it is in our plans to make shows with orchestra for sure in Europe, in America. We shall see.
Awesome. So maybe we can see that in the US, huh? Maybe one day.
Of course. Hopefully.
Yeah. So as far as the set list for Infernus Sinfonica, who chose the song list there, the songs, and was there any songs that you guys had to cut off because of timing reasons, or?
No. It was. We had to choose songs from the communion era, and after, you know, and it was a teamwork discussion, you know. We said that we need to play this, and it was easy decision, you know. We have many songs that can be presented live with an orchestra, you know, and it was an easy work.
How many days did you guys rehearse with the symphony? Was it a couple of days or just one day?
We had 3 rehearsals with them, but I had many discussions with the promoter and conductor for a month before, you know. They are professional musicians, you know. They have the score, they will do the practice, and they will play, you know. It's part of their life, you know. It's something natural for them. But we had 2, 3, and they were ready.
Awesome experience. I wish I was there just to, like a fly on the wall, you know, just watch the process of rehearsing all that stuff. Very cool, interesting stuff to me, you know, as a metalhead and as somebody that knows the basics of reading music, you know. That's very interesting. So for people that don't know, take us back to the beginning of Septic Flesh. Why? Whose idea was it to start a band, and why the name Septic Flesh?
Well, actually, we are not proud about his name, you know. And also, we have not chosen this name, you know. It was an idea of our friend.
Oh.
We were youngsters. I was like 15 years old. My brother was 17, and he said, the guy, why you don't call the band Septic Flesh? And we said, amazing, you know. Yeah. But I think it was a wrong decision. But we cannot change that. We have to live with that. And we make as a one word because looks better. Yeah. Nothing more or less, you know. It's part of the visual of how it looks, but you cannot change, but that the name is not representative of what we play.
Right. Okay. Badass name to me. So how about
you like it?
Yes. Oh, that's an awesome name. Yeah.
It goes more to a grindcore band, than to my idea.
Yeah. I understand. So I understand you guys took a break in the 2000s. You guys disbanded. The band broke up a little bit, and then you guys came back together. What happened there? It was just you guys were burnt out, or?
Yes, we felt that we don't have something more to offer to our listeners, and I had to work in England as a composer. My brother to focus in his covers. We reached. The circumstances were not ideal during that time. Our label were bankrupt. Things like that made our decision easy, and we said that we cannot have any more SEPTICFLESH. But after some years, we decided again to have the band, because during this time, it was good that we disbanded the band, because we need that break in order to reboot the band and to know exactly what we aim for. This was a totally new chapter for SEPTICFLESH. That is the reason the second period of SEPTICFLESH is the most important after communion. Well, before that, we were like a studio band, we were never playing a lot of shows, never.
Wow. Well, it turned out great. You guys sound better than ever, and I'm sure you guys are stronger than ever, and as you said, more mature than ever and all that.
Yes. Thank you.
Can you give us an update on Chaos Star? What's going on there?
Yes, I'm very, very busy with so many projects. I finished a score for a documentary. I'm doing a score for a video game called Madragora. I'm so busy that I have to put on hold Chaos Star, I have also SEPTICFLESH. They will start to promote a new album. There's no time for me for Chaos Star, It's something that is not it's my plans. But we shall see, you never know.
So some people don't know you write score to video games. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, during the pandemic, I got commissioned to write the score of a video game. It will be my first effort. It's something that I would really like to do. It's a challenge for me. Hopefully, I will record again with an orchestra. It's a total new chapter for me, and I will try to create as many soundtracks I can when I have the time outside SEPTICFLESH, because it's challenging for me to make a score for a game or a movie. I made also for a documentary. I'm going to release it actually in the summer. But things like that,
Wow, very cool. That's interesting. That's a lot of work right there. A lot of brain work, and that's tough right there. Hats off to you.
Yes, I was lucky during the pandemic to have many offers, and I worked extensively in music composition.
Awesome. So I know you mentioned you're super busy, which you are. Any plans to do the Devil Works? What happened there? Is that dead?
Totally dead. It's not in our plans to make some Devil Works. I think it was a mistake.
Okay.
And it's better to don't repeat your mistakes.
Okay. Would you like to send a message to your fans and the SEPTICFLESH fans listening to this podcast today?
Yes, I want to thank all your listeners and the listeners of SEPTICFLESH that have supported all the band all these years. We will always be there for them, and we will do our best to make our creations honest. We respect our listeners and our creation for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, Christos. Thank you for making time. It's great talking to you. Congrats on your career, and we can't wait for. Thank you for your time, Christos.
Thank you.
A genius, a musical genius for sure. The Greek musician with his brother in the band, 2 brothers in the band. I mean, a master's in concert music. He writes score. He writes awesome guitar leads. He plays awesome rhythm guitars in an extreme metal death band. I mean, come on. So there you got it, man. There you have it. Christos Antoniou of SEPTICFLESH. And we thank Christos for making time to be on our podcast. And we thank Nuclear Blast Records for bringing on some badass music all the time. So thank you guys. And as far as you guys, our friends and fans and supporters, thank you for downloading our music. Thank you for supporting us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, That Metal Interview Podcast, for you guys. Thank you guys 1 million times. So anyways, on behalf of your friend James, don't forget to keep it metal.